How's it going, YouTube? Yeah, Pat Mac here, coach of the Sacramento Saints / and we are playing in week 5. I think it's week 5 of the TGR Mythical Mayhem League. Up against Yeet, coach of the DK Jungle Beats. Pretty sure that's their team name. And you can see the team that they have. Of course, we also know some Terra types as well. So Terra types for them. They have a couple Water Terras, and then a mix of some other stuff. Main plan here is I think I want to lead with this and maybe Fargo. There's no Ghost. Well, actually there is a Ghost resist, huh? That's fine. I feel good about switching out of the Ghost weakness because I can just bring Zacian in. I think that's completely fine. And then I think it's probably last mon's a little tough. I don't know if I need my Terra types on some of these mons, so I'm kind of wondering if I could just bring Torterra. And then I think Torterra can do fairly well. Not to mention having Wide Guard as an option is really helpful. I'd have to Terra if I brought it though, which is like kind of making me think I don't know if I want to do that right away. Maybe I could bring Fez. I feel like it's too much support actually. I'm gonna go with Torterra. It gives me a little more offensive power here. Yeah, let's go with these mons. And we'll see what they got going for us here. There's a good amount of like disruption that Meowstic can do. Their team looks very Trick Room focused though, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to kind of deal with what they got going on. Yeah, okay, this feels very Trick Room. Feels very Trick Room right now. So in that case, well, I have the option to taunt it, right? Oh no, I don't have the option to taunt it. I could Wisp it, which is also fairly good, I think. I'm pretty sure I have Covert Cloak. Yeah, I have Covert Cloak on Meowstic, so like I could just like Charm. Either one of these mons is probably okay to Charm. I could also swap here too. How do I want to play this turn? I think Charming Iron Hands is reasonable. Let's go and Charm Iron Hands. And then I can Wisp the Calyrex. I think the Calyrex is going to go for Terra Water. It just feels like a good chance of that happening. Yep. Terra right here. I don't think it's the hands. The hands is Terra Electric. I just don't see that happening. Yeah, I think you Terra out of the Ghost weakness. But I'm just going to kind of do a double debuff turn here. I think Trick Room's going up. There's not really much I can do about that. But we reduce some damage output here. I wonder if I should have gone for just the Charm on Calyrex actually. But I still think this is good, so I'm good at this scenario. So we'll get the burn on Calyrex. That's really nice. Just reduce that damage output significantly. And still does a fair amount of damage actually. I think I'm just gonna go for a Charm on Calyrex, and then I'll just burn the Iron Hands as well. Like, I don't know, it seems solid. I'm a little concerned about Glacial Lance just continuing to deal a ton of damage here, but if I can get a burn on this Hands, then that really helps out our game plan, I think. Just a ton less damage that I have to take from some of these Pokemon. So we'll see what they do. But it's also nice to see that there's no... Okay, so they swap. That's fine. Ninetales. Okay. So we'll maybe burn like a Focus Sash potentially here. But we also get some more info on what they got going on for the team. Again, reducing damage output, of course, is really helpful here. So we've got Burn and Charm going on. Wisp on Ninetales doesn't really help me. A lot like that mon just isn't that... I don't know. I guess I'm not too concerned about it, I guess is my way of saying that. Okay, so I'm feeling fairly alright with how things are going. I think my play now is to Fake Tears and just Shadow Ball. And we just deal a ton of damage to the Calyrex here. This is the main mon that's like a concern for us, so let's just get rid of it. There's also a good chance that they protect. Okay, that's fine. Whatever comes in here is going to take a ton of damage, though. Ogerpon? Okay, cool. So we know all the mons that are here. So no Heatran for this one. No Moltres for this one. They won't be able to KO Calyrex right now. Or not Calyrex. Yeah, they can't KO this mon, so yeah, we can just almost drop. Almost drop. Okay, super close. So we've got 3 turns of Trick Room, 3 turns of Snow. I've already got a pretty good drop on the Ogerpon here. I'm just debating what option I want. I mean, I could Charm. Actually, Charm doesn't seem like a bad play at all. And I'll just Shadow Ball the other spot. Because there's also a good chance that the Ogerpon protects. So I'm going to kind of switch things around a little bit. So let's get a drop on this mon. And then I can just attack the other spot. Knock off. Okay, that might be enough that we also lose our Spectrier. I'm not 100% sure on that. Blizzard, that's gonna hit obviously, and we do lose. Okay. So we still have Trick Room up for just a few more turns here. They've got all their mons. We've done a ton of damage to quite a few of them. But it isn't enough to pick up KOs yet. I don't think I need to Terra Zacian at all, so I'm just going to Terra my Torterra. Question is what move I want to go for here. I think Wide Guard makes some sense. We've got 2 more turns of Trick Room. I actually don't think I need to go for Wide Guard at all. I think I can just attack. Question is what attacks do I want to do, though? I think I can probably just go, like, Behemoth Blade into this spot. Actually, no, I don't. I don't think I want to do that. What is my play right now? I'm debating if I want to attack the Ogerpon with, like, a chance of Spiky Shield here. I could also just, like... Yeah, actually, I think the play's here. And then, just Terra this mon. And I can Bullet Seed the Ogerpon. That'll catch anything that tries to switch in as well. So, I feel like I'm in a fairly good spot. And we'll KO the Ogerpon before it has a chance to move. And if it doesn't... Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm also fine with this swap. Calyrex comes in. Okay. That's fine. This has been... had its damage reduced quite a bit. I think I probably am a little too... maybe almost went too supportive in that game. I probably could have started with, like, Spectrier and, like, Bez, maybe. And then I could have whisked the Calyrex and, like, done some other stuff, I guess. I think this is fine, though. Let's get some damage. Yep. So we'll KO Ogerpon, and then we'll go to get some damage on the Calyrex here. The downside, of course, with this scenario... yeah, there's a bit of a downside here. We'll see what they do. Played a good amount of damage still. So I think maybe a Play Rough is enough to KO on this next attack, which would be kind of cool. Yeah, they don't have the defense boost from the Snow anymore, which is kind of nice. But that was a resisted hit, and it still did quite a bit of damage. And of course I have the option to Bullet Seed that spot on this next turn. I don't think my Torterra... Actually, my Torterra is almost certainly not like faster in Trick Room than their Calyrex. They'd have to have a ton of speed on Calyrex, and I think with having Trick Room, they probably don't have that much speed. So we'll see what their play is this turn. I mean, I think if you bring in... yeah, concern is if you bring in hands, things look a little more difficult, I guess. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening here. Yeah, you bring in hands. Because the downside here is that we have, is that Trick Room is up, right? And so they can also... It's a last turn of Trick Room, though. Like, could I just protect? I could also just attack, right? Although I think I'd much rather have this mon around. So I think I'm going to protect here. And then I think I'm kind of okay to look to Bullet Seed this Calyrex, I think. I could also look to Headlong Rush the Iron Hands. Although I don't think I need that. I think if I'm... What is my play right now? I'm just debating what this mon is going to do. And I kind of am thinking it's Headlong Rush. It's Bullet Seed. It's Bullet Seed. I think it's Bullet Seed. But those will stop a fake out from them, at least on that mon. But they could also fake out the... Okay, cool. So we get that block. That's really good. And then I wonder what they're doing with hands. Low kick. Okay, so they actually went after Zacian completely. And no fake out at all here, which means that our Bullet Seed is going to do a good amount of damage for this Calyrex. Probably not enough for a KO. But Trick Room's going to end here, and then we'll be in a pretty good spot. And we might have enough for the Calyrex. It looks like we do. Perfect. Just enough. That might have been 4. That might have actually been all 5 hits. I wasn't counting. But it looks like Torterra is putting in some work for us. Oh, 4 hit. Okay, cool. So a 5 hit for sure would have done it. Snow is done. We'll get Snow back up. And the most important part there is that the Twisted Dimensions are gone. I'm pretty sure I have enough speed on Zacian. I made it really bulky, so I don't remember if I actually tried to outspeed Ninetales. Either way, it's fine. I think it's okay. Because I have just max HP on both mons here. I think my play is to play rough. Actually, nah, it's just Behemoth Blade, right? Just Behemoth Blade that, just pick up that KO. And then I think it's just Headlong Rush to pick up this KO as well. Yeah, okay, good. I did make this faster. I'm pretty sure I had, but you never know. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing in my own games. How did I prep this team again? Did I try to outspeed Ninetales? I don't remember. No Sugarberry. Okay, good to know. Does a ton of damage. That's fantastic. And then we'll be able to KO both mons here, so we'll pick up this game. Low kick. Low kick does 100 damage. Okay, so that actually is a 2-hit KO. So it is really important that I'm good to just Behemoth Blade again. I don't need to show them the rest of my moves. So even if this doesn't KO, our Torterra will. Okay, cool. So pretty clean game. Very happy with how the I don't know what I'm trying to say. Really, I'm really happy with how the game went. What am I trying to? The Wisp was actually really clutch, so I'm really happy with how that went. I think if I'm them, a really easy adjustment is to bring Moltres on lead. I don't think there's anything wrong with me just leading Zacian, and then just like kind of counteracting that potential strategy. I could even lead like Zacian plus Spectrier, and that would be totally fine. So I kind of like actually just doing that. I might have Meowstic in the back, because the Charm priority could be really nice for dealing with some stuff in Trick Room. So I kind of like that idea. Yeah, I actually really like how that sounds. So I'm just going to lead these two again. I think that's pretty solid. Torterra was really good. I really liked how Torterra did there. I had to Terra it, but I think that's fine. I don't know if I was really looking to Terra any of my other mons, so I may just look to Terra Torterra again. And then, yeah, I think having this in the back is completely fine. Then I have an option to switch things out, and then Spectrier can kind of clean up late game as an option. I really like how this looks against a Moltres lead. Like that, I think is like really, really impactful. Moltres could be Terra Steel, so there's something to keep in mind, but that's not too much of a threat for Zacian, especially because I have Sacred Sword on Zacian, so like I can hit that super effective if it does Terra. I'm debating if I want to switch things up in terms of like what mons I'm bringing at all, and I don't really think I need to. Like, I have Pheasantipity as like a really bulky Pokemon here. With Taunt, and Taunt could be impactful, but I also just don't know if I need to. Like, I just really like how the game plan went, how the team looks. I may try to switch things up on them in a Game 2 scenario. Or not Game 2, a Game 3 scenario, but as it is, I like the 4 that I had for that game. I think it makes a ton of sense, and I can continue to use it for the next game too. So, anyway. Alright, things are looking pretty good. Moltres, Ninetales. Yep. See, there's the Moltres, right? We kind of assumed that was a potential adjustment for them. So now the question is, are you going to try to tear your Moltres? And what do I want to do about that? I could actually just protect. Like, I think that's a reasonable choice. I could look to pick up the Ninetales KO. I don't know. I'm actually not 100% sure what I want to do right here. I think I like forcing a Terra on Moltres, so I think I'm just going to do that. And then I'm kind of interested in just protecting on Spectre. I mean, do I? Let me think about that. Was that the best play? Maybe, maybe not. I think I probably could have attacked with Spectre. Because I feel like Moltres is, yeah, either going to Terra or it's going to protect, right? I don't know. I'm not sure how I would feel at this play. I think I could have tried to read that a little bit. I also think there's a world where I should have hit the Ninetales, and I think that would have been a good play too. It's okay. It is what it is. That actually still does a lot of damage. That's kind of wild. Okay, and they get Veil up. Okay, so that's obviously going to change some calcs for us. We're going to do a lot less damage against Mons here. And you have Taunt. Oh, interesting. So the play was to try to taunt that? That's not what I would have expected. Now, I feel like even with Veil up, I feel like I'm probably doing a good amount of damage to this Pokemon. So I think I'm good to just Sacred Sword it. Because I feel like it's probably still going to take a ton of damage. And I'm almost interested in just doubling it up. Yeah, let's go and double up the Moltres here. Because I think I'm going to be able to KO this here. And we're going to get the Berserk because I have Mirror Herb on... Ooh, does that put us out of range? I'm hoping that Citrus Berry didn't just put us out of range there. But we do have the Mirror Herb, so we're going to get the special attack boost on our own from the Berserk. I'm hoping the Sacred Sword is enough, and it looks like it is. Beautiful. So Moltres down. So even with the Citrus Berry, that put us in a pretty good spot. And we're at +1 on Spectre, so we're going to be doing a pretty good amount of damage here. That's beautiful. Okay. Yeah, things are looking pretty solid. Now, they don't have their Terra anymore, which is actually really impactful. Because now I'm not really concerned about what they have. So they have hands. I mean, I'm kind of interested in just doubling up an attack here. Like, if you're willing to, like, fake out with hands and use that as, like, your play this turn, like, I'm still going to do so much damage. How are we looking on Trickery around Veil turns? So we've got 3 turns of Veil. I mean, I could, like, double Protect. And, like, that kind of gets around the Veil. And, you know what? I'm kind of interested in that play, actually. I don't think I get punished from doing this. Like, there's no Trick Room going up here. Like, I'm basically just stopping a Fake Out plus attack turn. You could, like, Sword Stance with hands. I guess that would be kind of rough, but, like, I don't know. I think it's probably okay. I think it's probably okay. You have Wild Charge. Okay, yeah. So, like, I mean, I'm still just gonna do an insane amount of damage here. So I think the play is just to play rough, and then it's just a Shadow Ball. And let's just look to pick up the hands KO. If you switch into something else, like, the thing that comes in is going to take a good amount of damage. And I might be able to just, like, almost stall Veil by picking up KOs, which is just not how Veil is supposed to work. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens here exactly. Like, I probably take a good amount of damage, but I don't think I get KO'd, and I mean, even if I do, like... Oh, that's very little damage. That's probably AV. Oh, did we get a crit? We must have got a crit. That was no crit. You're kidding. How is that no crit? What? There's no way. You have Veil up, right? How did that deal so much damage? Is there just... I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, we've got one more turn of Veil, one more turn of Snow. Yeah, I don't know at all. I don't know if I saw an item on the Pokemon, but I also... I don't know if I care. Like, I'm just down to just hit this. And let's just Shadow Ball here too. Like, do you have Protect? I don't think so. I don't know if you have space for it. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack. Okay, yeah, this is wild. What? How are we doing so much damage with Veil still up? KO all of Ninetales' friends. That was the game plan, I guess. All of Ninetales' friends. Yeah. Yeah, Spectre actually was insane that game. So was Zacian. Just the double offensive pressure off lead was really, really good. Yeah, and they had Veil that entire time. What is going on? I'm just going to bring Torterra in. We're going to Terra the Torterra again. And I'll just go for Rock Blast and Mythblade. And I imagine that this Veil, or this Ninetales is Focus Sash. But that's fine. Yeah, this is wild though. I can't believe we did that much damage with Veil up. How was that not a crit on Iron Hands? Like, I don't think I should have been able to deal that much damage, but I did like... I don't even know. Like 75%. That was wild. Yeah, Focus Sash. Yep, figured. And Blizzard, no big deal. And we'll pick up the KO with just a little bitty Rock Blast. Cool, Torterra came in clutch. Spectre was obviously insane that game. That one did a ton of damage. Wisp in game 1 was incredible, and then just being able to just like repeatedly Shadow Ball for just some insane damage numbers in that next game was, or in this game, game 2, was also really good. So, and Zacian proves why it's a good mon again and again and again. Anyway, good game over to Yeet. If you'd like to see some of our content, whether it's VGC or singles, definitely stick around, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one.